What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Sunday. It is decision time for Bitcoin and Litecoin. We are going to take a look at the charts and see what's going on. I do believe we are bound to have a breakout very, very soon. So we'll check that out. Also, I want to remind you guys, we are doing the drawing today, picking a random comment from a video throughout the week to win the free Bitcoin aluminum sign as an appreciation for the 10,000 subscribers. And here is the second one. You'll get to choose from those two. All you got to do if you win is email me. My email's in the description below the video, along with some affiliate links down there that really help the channel out, guys. If you can use them, that's awesome. That's how we keep this content free, so definitely check that out. Let's get into the video, see what's going on. All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind, it's still a speculative market. Do not put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, if you are new here or you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand side of the screen. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell. That'll get you notified when I post new videos. I do post updates every single morning. Also, smash the likes, leave your comments, and share the video. All right. Yeah, one more thing. My wife's webpage is finished. It's inkerimage.com. There is beer koozies, coffee mugs, t-shirts, hats, and the aluminum signs. There's 3 different sizes in the aluminum signs. Yeah, check it out, guys. That really helps support the channel. There's also, she can put anything you want on the t-shirt, not just the crypto stuff. So definitely check it out. And if you have any ideas, let her know. All right, let's get into Bitcoin. We're looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hour. And I had this target in here, 98 or 99.48. We were getting support there. It fell through. This looks more like a bear trap, guys. But if this does not hold, we came back down, tested again this morning. If this does not hold, my target going down from there would be, let's see, this would be, if we looked at this as a B, C, if this 99 doesn't hold here, we're looking at around that 9,300 range. So keep that in mind. If this doesn't hold, guys, we'll probably most likely be going down to the 9,300 range. It looks to me like this most likely will hold, but we'll see. If we do come down here, you know, next week will be the big breakout, in my opinion, but it's possible we do the breakout today. So let's look at the RSI real quick. We're looking at these yellow lines as a falling broadening wedge, which we popped out of here. Came back down, tested it for support 3 times, got support, and formed another falling broadening wedge. We popped out of that, came up, and looks like a bear trap here. We may come back down and test this one more time, which would bring us down to possibly, let me put another target in there, guys. Just notice that if we put about right here, that would be testing this trend line again from this falling channel. This falling channel has been strange. We've dropped out of it. These are like bear traps coming in and out of it here. But like I said, keep an eye on this 99.50 range. Look for that to hold. If it doesn't, then, you know, look for the $97 range, and after that, 93. Let me make this orange because that is not green. All right. So anyway, yeah, look for support there, guys. If we get our bounce up, the top of this big bull flag now would be around the 10,500 range. If that breaks, most likely going to test that 10.9 range, which was resistance all the way from these points back here. If we do break that 10.9, I believe we're going up to the 12.5 area. But look for, anytime we break through a big flag like this, usually come up and then you come back down, test the top of the flag for support before continuing up. But there may be a lot of FOMO in there. Who knows? When we break this, I'm sure a lot of them bears that are waiting for lower lows will be FOMOing in, pushing this thing like crazy. And we could get something just like we got all the way back here. So keep that in mind. I'm going to take a look at another way I'm looking at. We could get the 46,000 by the end of the year. But first, we're going to go into the daily RSI. Take a look at that. All right, so on the daily, we were watching this falling wedge. We broke out of it here, came back down, tested it for support. And now I'm looking at this as either, let me move this out of the way real quick. Either this falling wedge here, this smaller one, we could come back down here and test this one more time. That would be getting us down to that possibly 9,300 range. But, well, actually, yeah, somewhere around there between the 97 and 93 possible if we continue down, guys. If we look at these, the RSIs, they have crossed back down. So it's hard to tell right now. But like I said, when I was looking at this, I did put this in here. I cloned this line up top. So this could be a falling channel. We could come back up to here and break out. So keep that in mind. Today, it's very possible that this happens tonight, guys. So keep that in mind. If not, next week is going to be explosive. Let's look at the daily price action, and we'll take a look at the targets. All right, so looking at the first target of the break of the flag up here would be just measuring the channel, bringing it to where we break out. That gets us around the 14.5 range. The next target, and guys, that doesn't mean we go straight up. I explain this all the time. People still don't seem to get it. That's just the target. You know, there's going to be resistance on the way. We'll probably have heavy resistance here if we make it up there. And measuring this short one as the flagpole. And to up here, this is the other place I believe we'll have some heavy resistance right around the 17,000 range. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at there. I do have these lower targets here too also, guys. This $8,800 range, which would be the 200 EMA on the daily. I don't see us going that far at all, but I did want to put that in there just because of the EMA. But remember, guys, anywhere in this green area, I think is a great place to accumulate. Even if I did come down in here, I would still accumulate. This is a bull flag, and I showed you how I got the bull flag. If you do a wave count in here, as you guys know, I'm not into Elliott Wave anymore. I used to trade Elliott Wave, but it's too subjective. But how a flag is formed, get an A, B, C, D, and E. 99% of the time does not come back down. I don't want to say 99%. Bad choice of words. But most of the time does not come back all the way down to test the bottom again. It's usually in the median of it, which that is right there. So I do believe that we go up from here, guys. That is my opinion, has been my opinion. I have not changed my opinion all year. For those of you that watch the channel, you know we've been calling the 46,000 by December, the end of the year. Still looking at that, guys. If my mind changes, I'll let you know. Looking at this as a falling wedge in the weekly RSI, we're having lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price action. We did pop out of this. The thing, I was looking at this morning, guys. This is a possibility also I want to go over. That if we move this top line up just a little bit, we could be riding that and still haven't popped through the channel. Even though I believe we have, or popped through the trend line, I'm sorry. Even though I believe we have, I do believe possibly this ticks way up today, but only time will tell. Let's look at this on the weekly, and I'm going to show you one more thing I was looking at. I've explained this before. I'll go over this real quick. There's more to add to it, so stick around. But this is the same type thing. In 2017, we had the same type bull flag. And in September, from September to November, we went up 96%, which got us from 4,000 to 8,000 by November. And then November, we had another 146% breakout that in December got us to the all-time high, which was 20,000. That was from November to December, about 3.5 weeks. And if we look at this bull flag here, This is just a way bigger version, guys. I think we're in a massive bull run, and it's about to continue. We're in September right now. If this was to break this month, my target off that bull flag is measuring this whole flagpole, putting it up to the top. And again, guys, we've been watching this all year on this channel, the whole thing. We've called every top all the way up. Let's look at this trend line I have drawn here, and that gets us to November, but actually the end of October to beginning of November, $20,000. That's a 91% increase. This was a 96. Remember, this increase from November to December was 146. And if we went up to the 46,000, that would be 124% gain from November to December. Definitely possible, guys, and I'm going to show you another way why. So looking at this, we'll take a kind of stretch this out a little bit first to show you, and then we'll look at more after that. But right here is the bottom in 2015. We're gonna do a Fibonacci fib extension, and we're going to start it at that 2015 low, go up to the top of this flag, and then down to the bottom where it bottomed out from right here to right here. Again, that is the same flag I'm looking at now, just a bigger version. If we go up to the Fibonacci extension where that went to, this is the 3.618 extension, and we were just below that where we topped out. Keep that in mind. Now I'm going to go over here, and we're going to do the same thing. This one, I believe, is just happening much faster, and it's going to be much bigger. If we go down to where it bottomed at 3120 area, go up to the top of here with the fib extension, come back down to where it bottomed here. We go up, and there's the 3.618, and just below that is our target of 46,000. Amazing how all this lines up, right? Let's look at the Bitcoin daily versus the gold weekly chart and why I believe we could hit 46,000 by the end of the year. This is the gold weekly. This is, remember, a pattern is a pattern, guys. I still truly believe that. They're not going to play out exact every candle for candle, but if you look at this, this is my target for the end of the year. We had 2 touches on this bottom trend line after breaking down from this triangle, and our push up. We are in massive accumulation right here, I believe. I believe this is reaccumulation, actually. And if you look at what happened after that, it was a much smaller reaccumulation here, but remember, this is on the weekly. But yeah, I do believe we are still looking for this, guys. And if you look at the weekly RSI, it is just depleting to almost nothing, waiting for a breakout. We look at the daily also, we can see the same thing. Let me zoom in. And looking at the daily, you can see the volume is just going to nothing here. We had that little pump yesterday, but even though everything's still declining, guys, this thing is ready to go. That's not to say we don't get, if we get any of these lower targets, I think it's just going to be a quick wick down, guys, and then shoot up. If we get any of these lower ones. But that's, again, this is all my opinion. So let's look at one more thing on right here. We'll look at the Brave New Coin Liquid Index. And this is where I've been talking about, I believe we're at in this run, guys. Just like after this big run in 2011, which I believe is like 2017, we are in phase 2 right here, which is right here. Phase 3 would get us to 46,000 by the end of this year. And 2020, 2021, even higher highs. We can talk about them at another time. But I do believe this is more like what's happening. I am going to go over to Litecoin now. All right, so in Litecoin, we've had this target in there for around $70, which would retest the top of this. Retest the top of this broadening falling wedge, with the blue line being the resistance. This, yellow line or orange line. I'm colorblind. Orange line being the support. That's a falling broadening wedge there. And where we broke out was right here. I do believe that we could come back down, test this $70 range before continuing up. And I'm going to show you the measured moves off of these. Let me get that out of the way. And looking at this channel here in orange that we broke out of over here, the target off that's $81. So I'm still looking at that. We did come short of it here. Obviously, we got $80, 25 cents, somewhere in there. But I still believe that is a good target for our next point of resistance. Now, a measured move of the break of this wider falling broadening wedge, we would measure from the blue, which is the top, down to here to where it broke out. Put it up to the breakout area, and that gets us a target of $92, which is my next target after the break at 81. Then the even bigger target after that, guys, is looking at the $170 range, which would be looking at this whole thing as a falling broadening wedge with a break up here, and that gets us our target of 170. Now let's look at the RSI. So we're looking at this as a rising wedge, which we have dropped out of. You could move this line down to here and make this more of a channel with a little bear trap. I'm not sure what's going on there yet, but this looks more likely to me here as a rising channel with a little bear trap here and continuation up. Like I said, we could hit it back down to that 70 range. I would look for support there. If that doesn't support it, then I'm looking at these lower lows, but I think it's going to hold, guys. And unless $70 breaks, we don't have to pay attention to these lower lows yet. So let's look at the daily. And looking at the daily, we have this rising channel that we watched forever. It came out in a falling channel. We were watching this falling broadening wedge, which we popped out of here and popped out of this falling channel, guys. We are testing the top for support. That's why I believe that $70 range will hold. But remember, in the daily, we can go down below this and pop back in before the end of the day. So the RSI, moves pretty fluent with the price. So let's look at the daily and look at my other targets here. I do have some higher targets. And we've been looking at this as a big cup and handle with a neckline around the $146 range. And this being the handle. If we do a measured move off that, guys, the measured move of the cup brought out to where we break out. If we break that 147, the measured move is 240 or 270. I'm sorry. So I do definitely believe this is still possible. Let's look at the weekly and show you why I don't believe Litecoin is dead like some like to say. If we look back here from August to September, Litecoin in 2017 had a 65% drop. Here from June to August, we had a 57% drop. Same type deal over here, guys, just like in Bitcoin. It's all playing out beautifully. Now, from over here in September, where it bottomed out in 2017, we got back up to $100 in November. And from November to December, it went up 328%. So if we went up if we get back up to that 147 range by November, 300% would be less than over here. This was 328. If we went up 300%, would be around $581. So I do definitely believe that's possible, guys. And yeah. All right, we're gonna pick the winner now. And I'm a little off this morning, guys, a little tired. So all right, we're gonna pick a random comment. We'll pick the video with the most views, and that would have been, I believe is that Monday? Yep, right here. We will copy the link address, put it over to the random comment picker, paste it in there, load comments, random pick winner, and Daniel Goldwyn. He said, should be a good week. Get your harvest patch shandy ready. All right, you have won. Get a hold of me on my email. And yeah, you get to pick your sign and we'll get it out to you. I appreciate you guys all for watching and subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Yeah, I guess that's about it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. Tick the notification bell to get you notified. Smash the likes and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, possibly tonight. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night.